It is basically time to begin. I would like to request everyone keep their phones on mute if possible, so we don't have so much background noise until it's time for you to make whatever comments or your reports that you have to give. But the clock on the wall showing it is 9 o'clock. Well, you can't rise, but I'd ask everyone to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Could we have a roll call, please, Madam Clerk?
Let's see, Commissioner Kiehna.
Present.
Commissioner White.
Present.
Chairman Holder.
Present. All three being present, a quorum is present. Therefore, the meeting can begin. The first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the prior meeting of April 3rd, I believe it was. Yes. Has everyone had a chance to take a look at the minutes, and do we have a motion to accept?
I would make a motion to accept the minutes from our prior meeting. Second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes from the meeting of April 3rd. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 3 or 4, none are opposed. The minutes are approved. Next on the agenda is the Highway Department claims. Mike?
Good morning.
Morning, Mike.
I brought with me an engineering agreement with Rutassel and Associates, and this is for replacing the concrete deck on the bridge over Mill Creek on County Highway 5. This is a 3-span bridge. The substructure's in good shape. The piers, the abutments, the steel stringers are all in good shape. So we're going to remove the existing deck and replace it. And this engineering agreement will cover Rutassel services for that.
Mark, did you get a copy of that engineering agreement?
Yes, I did. We're all good.
Okay, I had also received it and read it. Any questions about the engineering agreement?
Nope.
Hearing none, do we have a motion to accept or adopt?
I so move. Second.
We have a motion by Marc Kiehna, second by Ron White to approve the engineering agreement. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? All are in favor, none are opposed. The engineering agreement is adopted. Next is the Highway Department claims. Did you get copies, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to review them, and do we have a motion to approve?
I would make a motion that we approve the general assistance claims.
No,
Highway Department claims, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the Highway Department claims. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Highway Department claims are adopted. Next on the list on the agenda is the general assistance claims. General assistance for the period was $300. Administration fees for March was $530.11. Total $830.11. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, do we call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We have 3 ayes, no nays. General assistance is approved. Next on the agenda is the Care Center.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Would you like to give us a little bit information on the Care Center this week?
We have 50 in-house with 8 Medicare residents. Everything's going well. We're still doing, following CDC and CMS guidelines for preventative. And everybody in the facility is doing really well. No signs and symptoms of anything here.
Good deal.
Michelle, did you say 50 residents?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any questions? Mark?
No, I move to approve the claims from the care center.
I would second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims from the care center. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Care center claims are approved. Thank you very much, Michelle. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Next on the agenda is the Health Department. Are you there, Angela?
I am,
Could you give us a little report, please?
certainly. Currently, we have had 50 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Randolph County. We have 18 active cases that we are monitoring. 13 of those individuals remain under quarantine and recovering at home, and we do have 5 individuals who are recovering in a hospital. We have released 31 individuals to this date to resume normal activity. We've had 222 individuals tested negative, and I must report that we had a death yesterday. So we continue to stress the recommendations of the Illinois Department of Public Health and the CDC, practice social distancing, no group gatherings at all if it's non-essential. Please wear a mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer if that at all possible. I'm currently working with the Attorney General's office, and as larger employers start to bring individuals back to work, I'm asking if we could have some sort of a mandate that part of their uniform is that they wear a mask. We have provided masks and PPE to every individual organization, large or small, that was deemed essential. We have provided them with masks and told them that if you need them, we have them, just so that we can get everybody who is potentially an exposure risk covered. Hopefully we can get that where it is just at least a temporary mandate, so that any of those large employers that have difficulty practicing that social distancing, that we can at least get a mask on them and prevent any sort of exposure. Any questions?
So is it okay for employers to reach out to you to get those masks, or where do they get those masks if they don't have them?
They can reach out to us. And I will tell you, Ron, we went around to the county, both EMA and the health department, and if we noticed anybody who was not wearing a mask, we gave them masks. Correct, Mike? You on the phone?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We've reached out to almost every large employer in the county.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And then
Thank you
some,
very
guys.
much. Yes.
Yeah,
Anything
Dave,
further? Anything further, Mike Holster?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, I do want to give Angela and her department some kudos here, because it's just been crazy at times there, and it's just been great working with her. And I'll tell you what, I've got to help my friend Rick Graw.
Kelsey Landis, Belleville News Democrat, has joined the meeting.
Anyhow, I want to let you guys know that Rick and Nancy are really on the ball too, but Rick especially has been doing a great job for us too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. It is appreciated. And thank you, Angela, for your report from the health department.
You're welcome.
Has everyone had a chance to review the health department claims?
Yes, Dave. I'd like to make a comment if I could. This is Marc.
Sure, please.
I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention the passing of Don Welge. I know in Angie's report, she
be noted that we did have one death, and it's a significant death for Randolph County. Certainly, we would be remiss if we didn't recognize his contributions to employment in the county, just to be an overall great guy and ambassador for our county. When you start a business with 20 employees in the late 50s and you grow it to a multi-state thousands of employees, his contributions can't be understated. So as a board, I hope we would recognize Don Welge, his accomplishment, and give our condolences to the family, to Mary Alice and Rob and Tom. The support is there from the county board should they need it, but let's not go by without marking the passing of Don Welge.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much, Mark. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the claims for the health department?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the health department claims. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 We have 3 ayes. Any nays? No nays. Health department claims are approved.
Ryan has joined the meeting.
Next item on the agenda is the general courthouse claims. Has everyone had a chance to review them, and do we have a motion to approve?
Have reviewed, and I would make a motion to approve the courthouse claims.
I second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the courthouse claims, general courthouse claims. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
General courthouse claims are approved. Next on the agenda is a couple of appointments. The first appointment is, thank you, Ron. The first appointment is for Robert Fox, Coderville Fire Department, 3-year term expiring May 1st, 2023. This is a reappointment. Do we have a motion to approve?
And just a small correction there, it's the Coulterville Fire District,
Yes.
not Department.
Okay, thank you.
And I would make a motion that we approve Robert Fox for the Coulterville Fire District.
I would second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve Robert Fox for the Coderville Fire District, 3-year term expiring May 1st, 2023. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner White?
A.
Commissioner Kiehna?
Aye.
Chairman Holder?
A. With 3 A's and no nays, Robert Fox is approved for his term. The next appointment is for the Randolph County Board of Review, Jeff Robertson. It's a reappointment. It's a 1-year term expiring December 1st, 2020.
I would make a motion to approve Jeff Robinson for the Board of Review for a 1-year term expiring December 1st, 2020.
Second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner White?
A.
Commissioner Kiehna?
Aye.
Chairman Holder?
A. Thank you very much. That concludes appointments. Next on the agenda is public comment. Do we have any members of the press here?
Yes.
Yes.
Say again, please.
Dan.
I'm a member of the press. I'm just observing.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Anyone else?
Mary Kester with the North County News.
Thank you, Mary. Anyone else?
Dan Zobel, County Journal.
Thank you, Dan. Anyone else? Thank you for attending. Is there any public comment anyone wish to make?
Dave, this is Cindy Wagner, 911. I can give
Yes,
a few
Cindy.
comments regarding 911. This week is National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, and in different parts of the nation, really for the first time, a lot of telecommunicators are being recognized as first responders. They're being honored for their hard work, really their long hours, and a lot of times being the first line of defense in a crisis. And as our press release stated earlier this week, the Randolph County Emergency Telephone Systems Board would like to thank the telecommunicators for their service, especially during this time. The 911 office, we continue to work with the state director's office, working to ensure, the answering point compliancy and also stay current with any new rulings due to COVID-19. A few of the concerns that have led to temporary changes are EMB certifications. They're allowing persons whose CPR would be expiring May 31st to have an extension until July 1st due to cancellations of, many classes and things. Also following the guidelines set forth for added safety of the dispatch centers, which includes, lockdown and limited personnel in the centers at a given time. And then the sanitation guidelines also, are being followed. The Randolph County 911 call volume, we've been fortunate to remain steady with not much of an increase during this time. And I give that in large part due to the great work of the health department and their public notifications as well. Emergency personnel are equipped with PPE, however, in the event they are called to assist, a COVID patient. And we are currently working on a plan with the state for continuing operations in a pandemic, and it includes at this time working with Frontier as they remain our service provider. And then to end our InDigital new NG91 equipment due to the pandemic and delays in scheduling, InDigital has pushed back installation on their end with respect to the system. There was a lot of work completed, however, over the past several months with regards to networking, and some installations are completed. And we're also awaiting the new county phone system before moving forward with both the 911 equipment and the recorder installation. So the new recorders also have been delivered and are on site at both the Sheriff's Department and Sparta Police Department. So that should, complete my report there. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all your work on that, Cindy. That's a lot to keep track of, I know.
Yes, Cindy, thank you very much for your work on this in difficult times, and we certainly appreciate it very much. Any further public comments?
Dave, this is Mike again, and I wanted to make mention, I didn't want to take up too much time on the agenda before, but again, I want you all to know, and for the people in the press, maybe they can make sure that they get out there, that if there's any place that still needs any gloves or anything, we are definitely getting out and getting those about. As Angela said, anything that comes through, we're trying to set up other defenses, and a lot of the businesses are calling us, and we know we're going through second round because they've used the first few that we've got out there to them. Myself and Debbie is getting things out, and Rick is doing a lot of the ordering. So all they have to do is call, and we will get it to them as soon as possible, and or make arrangements that it can be gotten to them. Thank you for your time.
And what phone number do they need to call, Mike?
Okay, they can call the health department number, or they can call the EMA number. Or excuse me, they got our private phone number, but they would normally call that 826. Angela, what is that number again? I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me.
You can call the health department. It's 826-5007. Let them know that they are interested in talking to somebody about PPE, and just ask for Deb Grapperhaus.
Dave, I have a question for Mike.
Yes,
please.
please.
Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, we've been hearing that the state and federal government is providing the PPE equipment to the county. How has that gone, and where are you storing the equipment?
Yeah, that's a good. I'm glad you asked, Mark, because it's we're storing it down at in the area down there in the conference room right now, the health center and the old conference room that we had to go back into and move some things around when we moved into the Angeles Health corner there. Anyhow, the point is sometimes we're jammed up with areas to put things. One of the other things I want to, and I'm glad, this is one of the reasons I'm glad you brought this up, is R&M Trucking, Jada Schleming over at Sparta, donated a trailer to us after Rick brought it to our attention that, like, during the rain, if they bring in a pallet, the state trucks bring in pallets almost every day now. If it's raining or inclement weather, they got to put them away real quickly, and we're storing the extra in a trailer there that he has voluntarily brought over to us. There is a concern later on, but we'll discuss that about keeping our supply up throughout the area. But anyhow, that's a whole other another thing to talk about later. But anyhow, right now it does get a little crowded at times, but we're moving stuff pretty good at this point. So we're kind of keeping it up with it, but still a lot of room taken up there.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike, for your reports. Is there any other public comment? Hearing none, we have one more item of agenda on the business. We have one delinquent tax resolution. This is delinquent tax resolution as described in 2015-9009, sold on November 2016, commonly known as Coderville Lot Number 20. Whereas John Phillips has paid $1,319.16 for the full amount of taxes involved and has requested the surrender of a tax sale certificate has been presented to the County Board of Commissioners, and at the same time, it having been determined by the county shall receive $630.26 as a return for its certificates of purchase. The county clerk shall receive $98 for cancellation of the certificates. The tax liquidation fund shall receive $106.49 to reimburse the resolving account.
Has left the meeting.
And the remainder is the amount due the agent under his contract for services. Whereas your County Board of Commissioners recommends the adoption of the following resolution, be it resolved by the County Board of Randolph County, Illinois, that the Chairman of the Board of Randolph County, Illinois hereby authorizes the cancellation of the appropriate certificates of purchase on the above described mobile home and for the sum of $630.20 to be paid the Treasurer of Randolph County, Illinois, to be dispersed according to law. This resolution shall be effective for 60 days from the date, and of any transaction between the above parties not occurring within that period shall be null and void. Do we have a motion to adopt said resolution?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt said resolution on the property known as Coderville Lot Number 20. Any further discussion? Hearing none, a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner White?
A.
Commissioner Kiehna?
A.
Chairman Holder?
A. Having been 3 A's, no nays, said resolution is hereby adopted. That being the last item on the agenda, there being no need for an executive session, the next meeting shall be May 1st, 2020 at 9 a.m. And as we will still be under the same restrictions until the following Monday, it will be held in the same fashion. Phone information to be distributed with the agenda. Is there any further information that needs to come before the board? Hearing none, do we have a motion to recess?
So moved.
I so moved.
Oh, second.
We have a motion and a second to recess. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Aye.
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 Any nays? And no nays. We stand in recess till May 1st, 2020 at 9 a.m. to be held in the conference room and provided on phone as to be made available with the agenda in a week and a half. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Have a wonderful day and stay healthy.